all across America. Over 1 million kids each year play high school football. Half a million go on to play in college. But only the special players make the big plays when their team needs it the most. This story is about two childhood friends training together, pushing one another to obtain the exact same NFL dream.
Here on out is extra, you know. So, like you said, to just get an opportunity to prove yourself, prove your name, you know, make yourself and your family proud,
Right.
you know. So you go out there and just give it your all, no matter where you land. Like you said, if you're undrafted, drafted, opportunity camp, like you go out there and basically do what we've been doing our whole life, you know, just give it our all. And then at that point, you give it your all, you give it to God, and then, you know, and then you'll see.
See what happens. Not us.
You know, why not us, man?
Yeah, it's kind of the mentality I've always used, you know. So. I remember coming to Doyle since I was a little kid, you know, just watching when before all this stuff was even here, when it was just the bleachers, coming and watching. I remember watching like Cordio and Bellata and Jay Hearn and all that. It was pretty cool to watch that because, you know, when you're young like that, I feel like we just wanted to be out there.
Yeah, man, there's so much history on this field, like, especially like the plays that we both made on this field, you know, like, the one that comes to mind for me is that pick six that you had against, I think it was Wachusett. Freaking cleared the back, 90 yards, like, sick back. You probably made at least over 100 yards on that pick itself.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So, just seeing that is that just electrified the stadium. It's just like a statement win over Wachusett.
Yeah, you talked about the connection with Jarell tonight, 3 touchdowns.
Oh yeah, I mean, he just made 2 great reads on the first 2, on the safety, he had the safety, and then the third one, we just put the ball in his hands. And just a real athletic kid, and you saw him on that play, just making moves. I mean, gotta just get him the ball, keep getting him the ball. He's been a little quiet than we expected, but I think tonight was just a breakout game. So.
What's it mean to get to this Central Mass Division II final?
It means everything because we've been working on this last spring when we were in the weight room. And then summer camp, we just went have our eyes on this one goal, and that's to get into the play. We have to do one game at a time. We came out tonight and did it good.
You know, Coach Lebzinski was here for such a long time. He did a great job, really, you know, developed Leominster as a Massachusetts powerhouse Super Bowl contender every year.
For 105 years, and this is the first time we've ever had the opportunity of playing a number 1 team in the country, and we are just thrilled with the victory.
When Plaza came, he kind of changed a little bit as football changed. So.
Guys, it's going to get harder and harder. Don't think everything's going to be easy and get down on yourself, okay? You don't have to score 50 points in a game, okay?
Yeah, I feel like once he came in, like, football as a whole, not even in just Leominster, but at the college level, you can see the spread starting to come about, more people are being involved instead of, I feel like us coming up as a class too, we just naturally had the athletes that could fit that system that he was trying to bring, and then
coming, just playing at Leominster, we're almost kind of welcome to big games, and playing in the big games helps you just with your confidence and come under pressure, and I think, you know, we're gonna need that going forward, and just in everything we have done, there's pressure on you, and you need to have the confidence that you're gonna do well. I feel like we learned that kind of here.
Yeah, learning that with winning and also with losing. You can either take it as a loss or you can take it as a lesson, and I feel like that loss against St. John's, that hurt. I still think about it, you know, whenever we talk about it, that's still a soft spot, but I feel like we grew from that situation. You know, it made us understand that our bond, it hurt so much because we were bonding together. We realized that was our last shot, you know, as a whole, as a team, from the mini dynasty we were building. So I feel like that's why it hurt so much, but it made you realize that at the end of the day, football's a game, and you know, at the end of the day, you have brothers that are on the field, so you know that you're bigger than the game. And, you know, it's all said and done. So I feel like we learned and grew from that loss.
Yeah, I think our whole experience here as a whole is awesome. From just from actually playing to all the people that were involved, you know, just like coaches, players. That's something like I'll always cherish, you know. Playing here was awesome. Just the support and, you know, just the genuine people that were all involved is what made it so special, I feel like. So.
Jarell Addo and Neil O'Connor, probably the best safety tandem in the state. Jarell Addo, UMASS commit, and Neil O'Connor getting his share of football looks as well.
You were getting recruited a lot. When did that start? Like junior year?
Yeah, junior year. I feel like right after we won the Super Bowl, you know, we started to create that buzz as a whole, and then I went to a couple camps. I went to that Nike football scouting, Spark Combine. So like I did well there, and then on top of winning the Super Bowl that year, having a good junior season, I started to get some buzz, and then that's when UMass offered me.
Hey Jarell, how are you today? We're good because we just got your letter. That's great news.
Being in that position was just, you know, a blessing, and I'm just grateful for like where it's leading us right now.
Yeah. My experience was kind of funny because like obviously, you know, you crushed it at that combine. You know, they knew about Leominster football to an extent. Then UNH and like Bryant were the biggest ones, but you know, no one had offered. And then UNH ended up offering, and I feel like I just rolled with that because it was someplace I knew I wanted to go, and it was the only offer I got and the only one I needed. The transition was a little weird at first. You know, it was so much faster. Players were so much bigger. Everyone was as fast as you. As big as you, bigger, and for me, definitely bigger than me. And you know, it took a little bit of a transition. So like the first couple of years, I feel like I was just kind of, you know, right when I got there, I was a little like shell shocked. Just you know, as far as the playbook and like the speed of the game, and you know, so like this was, you know, playing after college was never really in my mind. I was just trying to get on the field. And, you know, I feel like after my junior year, like. We had a really good season as a team, and I was fortunate enough to have a good season individually, and that's when, you know, my coaches said, you know, you should kind of start taking it serious. You have an opportunity to play at the next level. That's something you want to do.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, I feel like the speed and like the speed of the game and just the margin of error is so much smaller. You know, like all these plays are coming at you so fast, and me on defense, like I'm playing in the box, so like these big tackles are coming around 300 pounds. Yeah, nobody was like 300 pounds, and they're moving fast. Okay, so you just, you know, red-shirted, I had to put on some weight and just, you know, drill the playbook and start taking it serious. And then
good pressure up front. Good job by Addo to try to set that edge.
I feel like, you know, like you said, our junior season, we were able to, you know, put some tape together and have, you know, be very productive. And then that's when I realized like I could actually play at this level, you know, playing against some SEC schools and some big names.
Yeah, like, you're playing against like top draft picks and stuff, so that's probably
like playing against them and tackling them, like and making those plays when needed. I was like, okay, that's when I started to realize, I was like, I can play with the best of them. So that's when I was thinking like I can make this lifelong dream a reality at some point. Yeah, so basically these last few months, honestly, to me, just been like, it's been a grind, you know, obviously, but at the end of the day, it's all love, because this is, you know, the dream we've been dreaming about since, you know, we were small, and just we're fortunate enough and grateful that, you know, Sean and Shane at Exceed were able to, you know, take us in and show us the ropes, to really trust in the formula, what they got to do. So, you know, going there, like you said, 6 days a week, about 3-4 hours a day, just grinding. It's just overall been a grind, but I loved it every step of the way.
I remember I hit you up, and you had gone there just for one day, and you already liked it at the time. Yeah. You know, you just learned new stuff, like the energy and like the vibe they had. So like next day I went, I was like, all right, well I guess this is where I'm going, because it was pretty awesome. So yeah, at Exceed, they've done a great job with us, and like I couldn't, you know, thank them anymore for what they've helped both of us with. And it's been fun, because I feel like it's the first time we like can just play football. You know, it's always been like you got to study for your tests. Mm-hmm. You got to be up at a certain time to go to class. You know, study hall, all this stuff. But like right now, for the first time in our lives, it's just, you know, just what can you do to get in better shape and get better at football. So it's been pretty cool. You know,
like during the whole prep, like I'd watch like the combines,
Yeah.
like prior combines, to see like how they would test and like there's certain techniques, like on top of what Sean and Shane been teaching us. I'd try to see, how Jarell Peppers, could rip the same type of position, how he would move or run or jump in a certain way and open up his hips. Same with Derwin James. Like I'd watch their prep and I'd watch like their game film, because like those are the players that I'm aspiring to, follow in their footsteps,
Right.
and then
Right. I feel like you always got to be learning. You know what I mean? Like when you stop learning, you're doing something wrong. Just no one's good enough or knows enough to just, be content. So yeah, definitely like watching like combine, pro day stuff to learn, to see, just get familiar with it. And I feel like after that, we've been, watching more football now because that's like the first phase. Like the combine now, it's actual football. So I feel like just like. I know you always watch like Landon Collins, all those guys, like Earl Thomas, because they've done it right, and like you can only learn from them. I watched like just a bunch of receivers, certain like the routes, like stems, all that stuff, just learn something. So I always loved watching like Stephon Diggs, Doug Baldwin, those guys, even the Adam Thielen, like they run really good routes. They might not be the craziest fast, most athletic, but their ability to get open from stemming or, doing a whole bunch of different things. Just the way they run routes is really impressive. So I always try to just pick up anything I can and try to implement it into my game. I feel like all we can ask is for an opportunity, because you get an opportunity when you have the ability to prove yourself, whether you have a roster spot or a practice squad, whatever it may be. But just the opportunity is all that you really need, and then from there I feel like it's in our hands. Obviously, like, getting drafted would be amazing, getting an PFA would be amazing, but, like, either way, if you get an opportunity, I feel like, you can't be disappointed, and just go and, do the best you can and hope to impress some people and stick around for a little bit.
it's already a blessing to just be in the position we're in right now, so, like, I feel like from everything from here on now, it's extra. So like you said, to just get an opportunity to prove yourself, prove your name, make yourself and your family proud.
Right.
So you go out there and just give it your all, no matter where you land. Like you said, if you're undrafted, drafted, opportunity camp, like you go out there and basically do what we've been doing our whole life. Just give it our all, and then at that point, you give it your all, you give it to God, and then then you'll see.
See what happens. Yeah. Why not us?
Why not us, man?
Yeah, it's kind of the mentality I've always used, so. So, like, I feel like we've known each other for such a long time. Like, I would always be in your corner through everything, In college, I was always checking, seeing what you were doing, telling all my buddies when we were watching the game, like, yeah, like, I've known that kid since I was like 10. Like, blah, blah, we played every sport together. And so I feel like it's just it's a cool connection that we have to be able to, go our separate ways. Maybe not talk for a little bit, we weren't texting every day, but like shoot each other text every once in a while, like, hey, good luck, like, oh, like, we had a hell of a game. Like, I feel like that's pretty cool and something that like will continue no matter what path we take.
Yeah, I feel on that. Like you said, man, the support we've had is just an unbreakable bond. Like you go to college and sometimes like you lose some friends that that you thought were gonna be your buddies, through it all. But I feel like me and you, we've always had like this connection. Our friendship has just been real and genuine. Like you said, we don't have to text every day, but every time we meet up, like if we meet up to work out during the break, it's like we've never left each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been real, and just seeing that you're balling, doing your thing over there, like you're still on the path that we agreed to go on, is to just stay consistent, do your thing no matter what it is in life. And you went on your separate way in college and did your thing, and I did my thing my way, and we still came back together during this process.